Good morning, students. Hope you all are doing well. So, let's start the next chapter of literature, that is chapter 6, and it's the poem The Brook by Alfred Lord Tennyson. So, throughout this poem, we are supposed to start. This poem is an autobiography of the brook itself. Brook, that means a small river. Brook means a small river. And in this poem, the narrator is the brook itself. It describes the journey of its life. It comes from the places which are frequently visited by water birds like coot and heron. It emerges suddenly and flows down a valley with a lot of noise. Then I come from haunts of coot and hern. I make a sudden sally and sparkle out among the fern to biker down a valley. Okay, it used to start, brook start its journey, its life from the high places, and frequently it flows down to the valleys. By 30 hills I hurry down or slip between the ridges by 20 tops, a little town and half a hundred bridges. So throughout the second paragraph it hurries down the hills and slips by the ridges. Okay, I want you to read out this poem yourself first, then you are supposed to go for the summary. It hurries down. It means the brook hurries down the hills and it slips by the ridges. During its journey, it passes by 30 hills. How many hills are described here? 30. And 20 villages and 50 bridges and a little town. It then flows by Philip's farm till last by Philip's farm, whose farm has been described here, Philip's farm. It passes by Philip's farm and then after that to a little town. It then flows by Philip's farm and joins the brimming river. Generations after generations of man come and die, but it flows forever. That means throughout this poem, the poet wants to draw the attention of the readers towards the journey of the river, that it's never goes to die, it used to flow ever and ever. Doesn't matter whether human beings used to be live and then they used to be die. Okay, so in the next paragraph, I chatter over stony ways in little sharp and trebles. I bubble into adding bass. I babble on the pebbles. So the brook makes strange and loud noise as it flows over stony areas, stony ways, stony paths, and stony rocks. And sometimes its water moves in spirals and it gets angry when it makes many curves on its banks and thoroughfares. It also passes with noise by many places and fairy forelands covered with the willow weed and mallows. Then it joins the brimming river over there after this journey. Okay. So the poet want to say throughout this poem, the poet want to convey the message that in human beings life also so many ups and downs used to be there, and there is a contrast between the two, human life as well as the life of the brook. Okay. I chatter as I flow to join the brimming river, for man may come and man may go, but I go on forever. I wind about and in and out, where here a blossom sailing, and here and there lusty trout, and here and there a grayling. So the brook makes strange and loud noise as it flows from the stony path, and then at the end it joins the brimming river. But now in this paragraph, what has been shown there? It has been shown that the brook moves in a zigzag manner. Okay, That means the path of the brook has been described here, how the water of the river flows down. Here and there one can see flowers floating on its surface, and many lusty trout, fish and grayling are found in it. Means in the river water is also full of many of the fish. Swallows skim over its surface, foaming flakes are also seen. When water used to rise up and down, it used to produce foams. It carries all these things to join the brimming river. Then, in the next paragraph, what has been shown there, the brook passes silently by lawn and grassy plots. It slides by small hazel trees, and it takes the sweet forget-me-not flowers and happy lovers. The swallows fly over its surface. The sunbeams fall on its surface and appears to dance. As the water used to drizzle here and there in all the directions, the sun rays also falls on the water, and these used to be sign appears as they are dancing. It slips, slides, glooms and glances merrily while flowing on the water surface. So in the last paragraph, what has been shown there? The brook them and draw them all along in flow to join the brimming river. For man may come and man may go, but I go on forever. Here, the poet want to draw our attention, readers' attention towards the life schedule. The brook passes through thorny wilderness at nights, then it murmurs, then it makes produce sounds. The moon and the stars shine. It flows very slowly by its singles. That means on the rocky ways path. Okay. It loiters round and pungent leaved plants like crickets. Then it curves and flows to join the brimming river. And it says that man may come and man may go, but it goes on forever. That means it never loosens its path. So this poem appears the symbol of the life, and it describes the journey of brook from its source to the river that it joins. Means brook is a small river, and from the emerging place it used to start, and throughout the pathways it used to face many obstacles, many things, and at the end it used to join the river. Okay, the poem is an autobiography in which the brook has been personified. Personified means it has been shown as the symbol of a person. Okay. So I hope you all have enjoyed this poem, you liked this poem, and I want you to just read out this poem once more, and then I'll send you the question answers of this poem. You have to write as well as you have to learn also. Okay, goodbye students. Have a nice day.